Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Harihi Om.
Hello guys, welcome. If you're already here, make sure you get your yoga props, cushions, blankets, towels, or blocks. I don't have a specific things that you must have for today, but it's always just handy to make yourself comfortable before we start. You can sit cross-legged in front, one leg in front of the other, sit on a block, or even kneeling, or even sitting on a chair, whatever that gives you an upright spine. Just spend a couple of moments to sort of let your brain wave to slow down. You can actually really observe the brain wave slowing down. Try it, you will see it. As you become more settled in your physical body, in the here and now, feel the brain wave slowing down. Bring your awareness to your body. Being fully aware of your physical body, being here and now, sitting on the mat, surrendering into gravity. And at the same time, being uplifted by the levitation force of the heaven. Slowly join your palms together in front of your heart. Allow your awareness to drop to your heart as well. Everything centered in your heart now. Set your intention for your practice. You have dedicated and committed your time to be here and now with me through this virtual space. Set a clear purpose and intention that will help you focus. With this intention, we'll seal it with 3 ohms together. Exhale everything first. Inhale. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you for joining me for another week of Healing Yin. If it is the first time I meet you, warm welcome. All right, nice to meet you. Great. So today my focus is on being less is more. I don't know about you, but my personal experience is, and my fiance confirmed that as well, that I'm always busy. Even though the whole world is locking down because of this infinite possibility happen on the internet. So I have actually found myself like super busy, even during lockdown, even I'm living in Bali. This got me really into thinking, re-examining. Like, I'm not saying that busy is not good. I'm not saying that there's no judgment in being busy or not. But from time to time, it's really helpful for us to check in and see, what we are taking on life. Are they supporting our growth? Are they really helping us to fulfill the purpose that we set up with? Just like, if you have an intention before you practice, that intention help you, guide you, keep you on track. So today's yin class will be actually doing fewer poses, but actually the essence of yin is you don't need to do many poses, but you choose maybe only like 10 poses and spend much time in it. And during the time, instead of thinking everywhere the to-do list or whatever you have to deal with later, or regretting something that you have done earlier, so you use that space to come back to yourself, practice awareness and acceptance into just your experience as it is. So I think this is also a nice way for us to cultivate that simple mindset, to really like cut away what we don't need and just keeping the core, the essence of what we need. And with that ability, we can bring it out to our everyday life, knowing that what we are doing, what we are so busy with, are those supporting our goal in life. Okay, let's get started. So I would like to start with a yang way. So everyone, come to your downward facing dog. I know this is a yin class, but yin and yang, remember, it's just relative concepts. Come down on your downward facing dog on your hands and feet. Paddle your feet, rocking it. So we call this in yin or yin-yang practice. Now I want you to do a dancing dog. I'll give you 1 minute of playtime. Like sort of gives you 1 minute to just sort of like rinse out whatever tension or agitation, or sometimes like you want to sit down, but it's like your blood and your brain is like still vibrating and pumping with energy. So this is like the time for you to like discharge all this like electric current, like let it out. You can shake out your hip, shake out your float, your head, get wide, turn, whatever position. So it doesn't have to be. We just say we start with a downward dog kind of position, and then you take organic movement. Sort of use another 20 seconds. Rinse out. Sort of shake off all those energy that is like getting your heart rate fast, or the residual tension that trapped in your body and mind. Another 5 seconds. You can flutter your lips, making like a hoarse sound. And then slowly settle into your downward dog. Settle in your more still classic downward dog. Then come down onto your knees. Great. Come down on your knees and then slowly move your hands forward. Feel free to widen your hands position or bring them a bit closer than your shoulder, adjusting according to your shoulder mobility. And now you drop your chest down. Keep the hips up, so your hips staying over your knees and you're not sitting back or going way forward, especially if you feel like you're sliding forward. Pull your hips back, melting your heart down. You can bring your forehead down, or if your necks feel okay and happy, you can bring your chin down. Forearms can be on or off the floor. A few moments of settling in. You stay in your pose. I won't be able to talk properly with the mic when I'm down. So I'll guide you through. Keep staying in your pose. And when you inhale, open, allow your ribcage to expand. And when you exhale, I want you to melt your heart downward to the floor, melting, softening the heart, the back of the heart, the front of the heart. Inhale, breathe into your ribcage, allow everything to expand. And then exhale, melting the heart, softening, softening. Let's stay for another 30 seconds. You may feel the armpit being stretched as well. Keep drawing your hips away from your head, drawing the hips back. Melt the chest, feel the stretch in your chest and your armpit. Just a couple more breaths. And now slowly move your hands back, sit back into a child's pose kind of shape. You can tuck your toes or you can point your toes, resting in a child's pose. "30 more seconds in your child's pose." So we are moving relatively quick to start, just to shake off the energy. Now with the next breath, slowly come up, rising on your hands and knees. Then step your left leg forward. So I change to the other side so you can see. You step your left leg forward. Great. Come to a dragon pose. You can have your hands down on the floor or your elbows down, or one, you can do asymmetric. You don't have to be both hands or both elbows. Your hands can be inside of your left leg or framing the left leg. So just choose which one that allow your hip to sort of melt and sink, and you got a nice hip stretch at the front of the right hip. That's the back leg, the front of the back leg. So stay now here for 2.5 minutes. Now, if you feel your knees a bit sensitive with that on top, you can either roll up your blanket to pad it, or if you have cushion or blanket, support it. Feel free to adjust your hands, and there are also different ways of using the dragon. Now, you can use a low flying dragon or a high flying dragon, meaning that you're staying up a little bit higher. So the hip is still sinking forward, so you get an opening of the front of the right hip, but this is relatively, the spine is more uplifted, so you will feel energetically it will be different. So before I tell you how is it different, I want you to try. If you feel inspired, you can do the low flying, deep low, or stay upright and sensing how the energy shift as well. Even though both poses, low or high, are working both at same area. See which one suits you, suits your energy needs, and also how it fits your body better. High flying or low flying dragon. Or for those people, if you have actually, you want to add that quad stretch with it. So we have now the front hip, right? And also you can add a quad stretch. So this will make it more intense. So only if you're comfortable to add extra into it. If you're already pretty max out, tone it down. All right, don't want you to max out anything in yin. Now, for those who are quite happy and relaxed, you want to add a bit deeper. You will bend the back leg, use your left leg to hold and guide the heel to the buttock. So this is holding the tail, dragon holding its tail. One more minute. You can do low flying or high flying, or with the twist by holding the tail. Find one that gives you the best release for the front of the right hip or the right thigh, or both. Remember, you can also be on your hand or on your elbow. Just checking in with what is the arrangement that you feel your body is calling for. Releasing the tension of the front of the right hip. Just another 30 seconds or so. And now you slowly release the back leg if you're holding it. And then slowly, now you can push yourself into a child's pose or downward dog, or just switch leg with the right leg in front. Okay, so take one. So now will be your right leg in front. I turn so you can see my back leg better. Step your right leg forward. Your hands can be inside of your right foot or framing the right leg, the hands. Choose what works for you. You can pat something under the back knee. Remember, if it is in any way causing a lot of discomfort in your kneecap. Now choose your high flying, low flying, or twisting or holding your tail. And remember, you have 2.5 minutes from here. Now I'm starting to count 2.5 minutes. So take your time. No need to, again, max out anything. Because we probably, maybe you're not, but I am, that sometimes we have this type A personality that we want to max out everything. We want to max out our internet plan, max out our yoga practice, all kind of experience. The money we pay for want to max out everything, which is not bad, but you have to differentiate whether that maxing out of everything attitude is actually helping us. For us in a yin practice, because we are staying in a yin pose for so long, we are actually exposing the joints. So the joints are actually a bit more sensitive. So if we actually apply too much stress into it, it might cause some damage. Right? So that's why in yin we encourage that you relax, but just do less intensity, but use more time, because the yin tissues tend to respond better with moderate stress.
Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu.